There we go. Hey guys. Hey. Who we got? Hey Ruby, how's it going? Oh yeah, sorry, I think the screen was getting all weird for a second there. I think I've got the resolution right. It's not perfect, it's just a little bit off, but I can actually play it on the full screen now instead of having to try and play it on the tiny little screen in the middle. So that's good. Crush says he's getting some pizza, BRB. Oh, nice. Hey Wolfie, I don't even have to look to know that it's you. How have you been, old friend? Feels like it's been ages since we've spoken, even though it's only been a week. How's life treating you, man? I know last time we spoke, you were talking about looking for work and stuff. You had any luck there? One module done. Nice. Well done, man. I can't imagine what it must be like trying to do any kind of education at the moment during the lockdown. It's crazy. I mean, I struggled getting education when we weren't during a pandemic, so... one down, 3 to go. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. It'll all be worth it when it's done. You know, we haven't dinked around in the dressing room much yet. Let's give that a try. Are my sound levels alright? I always listen back to this and then think, oh man, the game was really loud. Let's give Asuka a more fun transformation, I think. Post-transformation, right. Oh, cool, you've even got all the other girls. You could just put her in like one of the other girls' costumes. That's kind of cool. There we go. Kind of weird controls for that, but I got her in the middle. We can see it now. This is probably going to be the one we go for. I'll just be straight up. But we'll have a look. We'll see what we've got. That's kind of cute. Nice jiggle there. Wolfie says he's looking at applying next week for jobs. There'll be a good amount around Worcester. Oh, I can't wait to have you back, man. I've really missed you. The Smug Doggo has as well. She won't shut up about you. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Cheers, man. Pretty good. Back at work, all proper, really now, both Smug Wife and I. So it's kind of stressful and busy, but you know what? It could be much worse. I think for now we'll go with the sailor uniform because ooh, we got some other colours. I prefer like the red and white. No, other way around. Oh no, okay, that's the one we want. This particular sailor uniform, I had a game on the PlayStation 2. Jesus, and I bought it while I was at university. So that's how old I am. I had a PlayStation 2 at university, and I found a game for it in like the bargain bin in a Tesco's, which is like a main brand supermarket here in the UK. And in there was a game for the PS2 called Paparazzi. And it was basically like you were a model photographer. I don't know why it was called Paparazzi. You were supposed to be a model photographer. And you like took pictures of Japanese girls. It was very heavily censored. So if you tried to get a panty shot, it was all just censored. But I specifically remember this particular sailor uniform color from that game. So I think that was my first lewd game, even though it wasn't very lewd because it was a censored UK one. But how far we've come. Hey, Blondie Lux is here. Hey, Blondie, how's it going, boy? No, not missed anything, Crush. We've just put Azuka's post-transformation into this adorable Sailor Fuku. Sound level's fine. Good. Thank you, Blondie. Although I did ask that about 5 minutes ago, so I don't know how far behind you are. Either way, it's delightful to have you here, old chap. Oh, we can change your hair and everything. Oh, this is really cool. We could literally just change every girl to look like Yagyu. Just give her her hair, and her eyes, her face, her clothes. So it's just constantly nothing but Yagyus fighting Yagyus fighting Yagyus. High on pit fumes, says Blondie. I was over at Blondie's the night before, or night before last. Had a very delightful meal. It was very nice. But we lit a fire pit and we made a bit of a fuck of it. And we nearly burnt Mitch's fence down. Crush has burnt his tongue. Speaking of burning things, Crush has burnt his tongue. No, I don't want to go back in here. Let's go back. Oh yeah, that's an important question actually, Blondie. Crush, what toppings have you got on there, boy? Because you know you've got to have, it's got to be a supreme. I don't need to go over this again, but if you have a pizza, it's got to be a supreme. Whether it's a veggie supreme or a chicken supreme or a meat supreme. I can't understand why anyone would go for anything other than something with supreme in the name. Have we done this one? Here we go. I'm on it. Blondie throwing some shade on Crush. Jeez. I have to get Ruby to step in and split you boys up. I got some green stuff, tomatoes, some cheese stuff. Can I set this to auto? No! Oh, I'm genuinely sorry. I was trying to set it to auto so I didn't have to keep holding the A button down. I think we missed some more super important and cerebral plot. I mean, I don't mind pineapple on a pizza, man. I think it's fine. Oh, it wouldn't be my first choice, because very rarely do you find the much coveted pineapple supreme pizza. Turn this volume down a bit. There we go. Let's block. There we go. Okay, right, I'm back with it. Fuck. I'm not on it. You managed to, did you get the bonfire out again, Mitch, or are you just still smelling it from last night? Because, if you set another one, we should have your own mascot, like, Blondie says only you can prevent garden fires. Oh, sweet, we got some files. Yeah, nice try, Mirai. Not today. Shit! She's got a foul mouth, this one. She's got a hell of a health bar on, doesn't she? Fuck! My precious clothes! It's alright, they're only Primark. Fuck off. Okay. Really? That was the last of my health? Oh, whoops. I should probably... Okay. Whoops. Yeah, we're all good, cheers, Crush. I've had a busy old week, but it could be worse. Okay, not a good start. But, I mean, we found a secret scroll, so it's pretty good, right? I'm so glad things are starting to open up. Can start actually traveling around and going places. Like, I had a really awesome weekend. I spent the Saturday over at my friend's house, just playing board games, chilling out. And then Sunday we went to this big, beautiful manor house, had a picnic in the garden. And then we came back, and then I went over to Blondie's place, and we had amazing food and a fire. Nearly committed arson for insurance purposes. It was really good. It was just like a great, wholesome weekend. Right. The block button's always the wrong way around. I feel like the block button and the lock-on button should be opposites. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I block or not if she's going to do attacks like that, I suppose. Someone let me know if I start getting low to the end of my health, because I need to transform. Yes, more files. What the fuck? Jesus. Nightmare. Stand still, little cow. Ah, damn it. I'm saving up for that. Okay, right. Okay, panic over. We can transform now. We'll be on level playing fields. I just don't like to use up my transformation until she transforms, because it's all downhill from there. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that was my overcharge running out, I think. Fuck. I love her transformation costume. Like the little lolly maid with the cat ears is so cute. What the hell happened? What the hell? My health was full. Oh, I should have just transformed. This is punishing me for skipping the dialogue at the start, right? Obviously decide how fucking much does it cost to live as a Senran girl, having to buy that many clothes and things. I guess being a ninja probably pays pretty well, right? Although they are only student ninjas. But you're right, man. Like, these guys go through like 10, 15 sets of clothes a day. Like, everywhere they go, their clothes are just exploding off of them. Mission failed. I'll tell you what, Blondie, if you want a little treat, if you type !failed into the chat, something amazing will happen. It'll blow your face off. Okay, now I want to get Mirai to transform even quicker because her transformation is adorable. Oh, that was a great follow-up combo. That felt very satisfying. As soon as she starts hitting that heavy attack, when it lights up, I just got to get her in the air. It gives me just a second or two to catch her off guard before it goes off. So I just need to hammer her with a heavy as quick as I can. I can never get away from those things. But I did get a scroll. Oh my god, girl, get off my case. Okay. Lolly maid. Okay, I'm getting out of this corridor. She's got too many explosive attacks, but I'm gonna be dealing with this shit. Can I run up walls again? Fuck off! There was definitely a button to do it. Fucking hell. Transform, 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 transform. Yeah, cute little butt wiggle there. Well, it sounds like Crush is having a thoroughly shit week. I hope things pick up for you, buddy. There we go. Okay, right. Come on out. Okay, well, I guess this is us now. Yeah. Man, I have not made a dent in her freaking health bar. I hate being in this little tiny corridor. The camera just does not want to behave itself. What is the camera doing, you fucking maniac? Yeah, let's use that corridor to our advantage, shall we? How'd you like being pinned in the corner, you shrew? Oof, there we go. Man, okay. And we got a full strip, amazing. Out of context, that sounded horrible. Okay, so Crush isn't just having a shit week, he's having a shit month. That sucks. Always look on the bright side of the moon. I don't think that's the saying at all, man. Always look on the bright side of the moon. I don't think that's right one bit. But I get the sentiment, and it's lovely. Now, what button is the auto button? Because it looks like the PlayStation start button, but I'm using an Xbox controller, and I pressed the start button before and it skipped all the dialogue. Let's try X. No. Y. There we go. It's very hard to take her seriously when she's just standing there angrily in her underpants. Although I have been there. Who among us can't say they've stood in the street in their underpants and screamed at someone? I'm trying to think what else they have in common apart from umbrellas and eye patches. It just seems like two very different things. It seems a coincidence they would both have that. This is the back of the moon. I think it's just always look on the bright side. Although I suppose, yeah, what is it the bright side of? Always look on the bright side of things? That's a pretty shit saying as sayings go. What is with that? Like hat? Is it a hat? Is it a hood? I don't know. It's kind of like Darth Vader's helmet, but instead of having a front face piece, it's just got cat ears. If I remember rightly, last week we all came to the conclusion that Hebjo was the better school because they were just more inclusive and generally less preachy. Oh yeah, what have you been playing, man? Ah, sweet, we got all 3 secret files. It was worth failing twice to get all 3 of those, I guess. Concussion. I don't know what concussion is. Lay it on me, man. I've never even heard of it. Parry chain into an aerial wave. Well, that's very good news. Next mission. About 3 years ago, the city's famous sightseeing attraction, the Castle Keep Ruins, was closed in the name of preserving cultural heritage. Now, here I am looking up at it. My thoughts are a blur. The Hebjo stronghold is the most obvious place in the city. No one would ever think real shinobi could be there today, but here they are, hiding in plain sight. Ever since I transferred to Hebjo, Haruka's been really nice, like a whole different person. She giggles at me. Friends. I did agree to transfer here. Still, I could never think of Haruka or the others as friends. Jesus! That's cold, girl. They've been so accepting of her. She's like, yeah, we know you're probably a spy, but you can come hang out with us anyway. We'll just trust you. She's like, I hate these people. These people could never be my friends. Yet that's just what she called me. That brings out a whole lot of very uncomfortable feelings. The school accepted me without a second thought, but to actually be treated as one of them? Shocking. I figured the Hebjo students were all a bunch of loners, too cool for friends. Concussion is what you said instead of conclusion, says Crush. It's love. Oh, okay. The conclusion of Shin Megami Tensei 4. Cool, man. There are 4 different areas inside. The first is the Northgate Square. Let me guess, is the next one maybe the Southgate Square? She stomps on the gravel underfoot. I hear a faint voice groaning beneath us. She bellows at the ground and then stomps several more times. I gaze at the gravel laid on the ground. What are you doing, girl? Get the fuck out of here. Now that I look, I see about 20 subtle little lumps here and there. As she says that, she passes under the north gate. Man, these guys are brutal. I have to rush to keep up with her. We can see the castle keep directly ahead, but a high wall stands in the way. We'd have to go around the west gate to actually reach it. It's a long bridge in the south gate area. It extends far from the south all the way to the castle keep. As we look out over the bridge, I notice bubbles popping in the water. There's a bamboo pipe swaying down there. A shinobi student must be practicing the water escape technique. Haruka flings a kunai. Blood billows in the water. Jesus Christ! The wounded student comes floating up. The student crawls to shore, then bows for Haruka. Thank you, Miss Haruka. Can I have another one, sir? As I follow Haruka, I sense someone watching me. I look around, but there's no one there. Just my imagination. I guess. I try to keep a close eye on my surroundings as I chase after her. Inside, it looks even more luxurious than it was a tourist spot. How is that luxurious? It's just a big empty room. I mean, the sliding panels are quite nice. And I do like the feel of tatami mats on my feet. But, I mean, that looks nice. It looks like a cool dojo. It's not the luxurious isn't the word I would choose. There are a ton of Japanese-style rooms with elegant sliding screens. It's hard to tell which way is a dead end and which way will get you to where you need to go. Must be structured to confuse invaders. I noticed lectures taking place in several rooms. Each class has a lot of students. At Hanzo, we ever have 5 at a time. Because we're Hanzo, we're so great. Everyone seems so focused, I can't help but stop and stare. It's the same here. The Hebjo are taught just like we are. It makes sense when you think about it. I just never really given it any thought before. The Hebjo students are the enemy. Cold-blooded minions of evil, not like us. At least, that's how I always thought of them. There's an important lesson to be learned here, guys. None of that is really true. The Hebjo and Hanzo academies aren't that different. They have friends they trust, they study really hard, they live just like any other shinobi students. For me, that's a shock. Well, at least she's learnt a valuable lesson about not judging a book by its cover. It makes me question everything I believed in up until now. That might be a bit much. Before I know it, we've reached the top floor. I snap back to reality and see 2 shinobi chatting with each other. Without paying me any mind, they keep on chatting away. I don't get what they're talking about because I can't understand basic conversation. But they keep at it, as if Haruka and I aren't even here. As Haruka requests, I stick my head out the window. I can see an incredible view of the whole town. I see a bunch of shinobi students training below the castle keep. One group is marching while another is working on practical skills. Hebjo has a lot more students than Hanzo Academy, but otherwise it does seem basically the same. That's when it hits me. The only difference between Hebjo and Hanzo is who's employing us. As shinobi, our business is the same. Come to think of it, it's kind of silly for our 2 schools to be fighting each other in the first place. Oh yeah? What is a good shinobi? Who's a good shinobi? Who's a good shinobi? What is an evil shinobi? These little questions are swelling up inside of me. Look at Mirai down in the corner there with a little cat lip. Adorable. A little while later, Hebjo's other 2 elites arrive on the top floor with us, one after another. Homura and the girl who shot Yagyu. I can't let that go, but it was my fault it happened. As I start pondering that again, Haruka talks to the other girls. The girl who shot Yagyu slowly approaches me. She holds up a kunai. I answer in a rush, and Mirai turns her back on me. The 2 who were talking before, Yomi and Hikage, come over. Yomi looks me over head to toe. She snorts in a ladylike way. Hikage's remark has set it off, and I don't understand why. I timidly call out to Yomi, who's facing away from me. Her expression changes completely. She fucking loves beans, mate. She loves them. Hold up, Blondie. Hold up a second. What is this? How about the Metal Gear remake rumors? I did not know anything about this. Tell me more, Mr. Blondie. Tell me more about them Metal Gear remake rumors. And Crush, you're right. Yeah, Evil Shinobi just take the dirty jobs. That's all it is. That is the only difference. Yomi starts rambling about bean sprouts, eyes shining. Hikage gives the vaguest hints of a smile. Yomi's sprout talk grows more and more passionate. Homura hops up and hides a super secret ninja art scroll in the ceiling. Then we all exit the upper level room. Great. Well, I'm sure that last sentence wasn't important at all, or the last two sentences. Cool. That could be my chance. Because this definitely is not a trap. If I can get a moment alone, I can take back the scroll. That's why I transferred here to begin with. Duh! I don't care if everyone at Hanzo thinks I'm a traitor. I'll stop at nothing to get the super secret art ninja scroll back. If I don't, I can never show my face to them again. I'll be in there alone. This could be it. She's so naive. I jog back up to the top floor. I stare up at the ceiling. The super secret ninja art scroll is right there. I can grab it in just one jump. The question is, what then? How would I get it back to Hanzo Academy without being discovered? I don't have time for this. They'll get suspicious if I take too long. I'll get the scroll first, then work out the rest afterwards. I spin around to meet Haruka's icy stare. What is all this turning her into a doll? I don't understand what that even means. Is she just gonna House of Wax her and dunk her in plastic, or is it a sex thing, or I don't get it. Just go to the shop, you can buy a doll. I mean, you've made a robot, so you probably at least know how to make a doll, right? I was just thinking the exact same thing, Crush. Like, that skirt is very short. But I mean, the tops are really weirdly made as well. Like, I don't think tops actually work that way. Like, I don't think there's, like, just a pocket in the front that you can tuck your knockers into. Anyway, let's fight with Haruka again. She beat us last time, but this time we know what her plan is. So Blondie, here's a question for you. As someone who's not necessarily like a lewd game aficionado, who is your favorite girl in this so far? Because you'll learn something about us weebs, and that is that it's very, very important to fight passionately over who your favorite girl is. So you need to keep your eyes peeled on all these ladies, Blondie, so you can pick a favorite and fit in with the rest of us. Okay, it's fine. Because we've leveled up with her a little bit. We're not getting our ass beaten quite as hard as we were before. Ah, shit, I walked straight into that one. It's like I didn't know that was coming. Idiot. Yeah, I know what you mean, Crush. We've become desensitized to the boob jiggle. Like, it's just become so second nature now just to see it. It almost feels weird if you don't see it. Oh, come on, Haruka. I know how to fight you in a big open space when I can get away from you, but not like this. Can I lock? Hang on, I'm gonna lock my back trigger because I am just constantly unlocking on her. No, that hasn't helped. Don't you mock me. Oh, come on. Excellent, okay. Okay, so Blondie says it's almost too hard for him to ignore, but he would say that his best girl is the one who is most respected in her profession of choice. So probably Haruka, because she's an actual scientist with an actual job, whereas all the others are just, like, lazy asses or students. Fuck. Get off my case, girl. Ah, fuck me. I just saw her health bar and thought, holy shit, I fucked this, but then I remembered she's already transformed, so it's not as bad as it looked. Okay, I am gonna have to transform in a minute though, otherwise she's gonna have me. She's gonna have my ass for breakfast. Shit, man, that has done nothing. Look at her health. I'm gonna have to transform in a second just so I can start getting some better moves on her, I think. Wolf is still saying Rin. I do think hers is the best transformation. It's so joyful and just like lackadaisical. I love it. Stop chainsawing me. It's so rude. I fucking love that rabbit move. Okay, right. That's dented her health a little bit. It's a start, at least. Oh, I walked right into it again. I always take that corner way too steep. Fucked it. Is there anything we can smash open to try and get some health? I think I've already done them all. Shit. I don't like fighting Haruka in such a small space because the camera dicks me about. Oh, that was cute. I have no idea how I did it. My clothes! Okay, here we go. That's what we wanted. Thank you. Nearly got her, guys. Nearly got her. Come on, Haruka. Just drop for me, baby. Okay, we're going to do the drop. We'll get in behind her. That's what we wanted. Boom! Whew. Well done, guys. That was tough. So, Crush says at the moment, from the characters that we've seen so far, it's between Homura and Mirai. Suka's the main character. Barry, not anymore. I'd have paid more attention in school if scientists looked like that. Fair enough. Oh, come on! Yeah, that wasn't a real fight, that was my puppet. I've beaten you like 5 times now, Haruka. You can just say it. You don't have to be so embarrassed. Oh shit, I just poured iced tea all over my lap. What a goddamn fool. Oh shit. They're more like warriors on the battlefield. Blondie, tell me more about Metal Gear, mate. I want to know. What's the deal? I definitely would not have still paid attention in class now. In fact, if anything, having a teacher like Haruka would be a distraction, I think. I'd probably get less done. I love that you can just make out her panties through the rips in her bloomers. That's adorable. I don't know how that sleeve's staying on, because the whole shoulder's ripped, so you'd think it would all just slide off her arm. No, I didn't have an accident, Crush. I spilt peach tea all over myself, which is probably about as embarrassing, to be honest. Secret growth medicine. I want to know what secret growth medicine is. We can come back to that. I beat her up. I can see this just going well. What could possibly go wrong? Here we go! Crush says he thinks Hibari should actually stay at Hebjo for a bit. Yeah, to be fair, I think some firm teaching would probably do her well. They do kind of coddle her a little bit at Hanzo, don't they? Nyom. Yeah, no wonder she can never get anything done with Yagyu always, like, hanging around and hassling her all the time. It's far too much sexual tension to get anything done. Super Hibari, go! Oh, we're about to go to the ugly red filter again, aren't we? Oh, so atmospheric. I've just realised the colour of their rings when you lock onto them changes colour depending on how much health they've got left. I just think it's neat that I'm this far into the game without noticing a basic mechanic like that. But it's nicely implemented. It wasn't too distracting. It's not like they've just got big old health bars above their heads. Just chinned her. Just ran across the entire park and just chinned her. That was amazing. Ooh, it was a bit choppy, wasn't it? That didn't look great. Even if Hibari doesn't want to protect her, having her as a cushion to fall back on will make her subconsciously not put in all her effort. I mean, I think what she does is pretty impressive anyway. She shouldn't be so hard on herself. Like, she does more than most people could do, and that's pretty cool. I don't understand this, friend. And that's when she learned not to be a racist idiot. Rock and roll, boys. Another one down. We're smashing through these. We've still got, well, we're only about halfway done. I look up at the towering castle keep, and it's not hard to feel a crushing sense of intimidation. This is the stronghold of Hebijo Academy. I'm brimming over with impatience. The receiver in my ear continues to emit a small beep. I let Mirai go for a reason. I flicked a little plant called a remora flower onto her back. The remora flower is extremely sticky and will cling to almost anything, much like its namesake. It's also remarkable at camouflage, with its colour shifting to match whatever it's stuck to. I planted a small tracker on this specific plant. You could have just used glue. It's working like a charm. Suddenly, the beeping grows more rapid, which means Mirai is closing in. I immediately conceal myself in the shadows of a tree. Moments later, I see Mirai appear with Homura and two of the others. But there's no sign of Hibari or Haruka. I wait with bated breath for them to move on. Since Haruka isn't with them, that must mean she's with Hibari. I spotted Haruka and Hibari walking together earlier. Were I at my best, I would have confronted Haruka there and then. But in my current condition, shot, I'd like to remind everybody, I'd likely not survive the encounter. If not for this injury. I pull the bandages away from my skin. It feels wet and sticky. My hand is stained dark red. My fight with Mirai had caused the wound to reopen. I'll just have to wait until Hibari's alone. I grind my teeth thinking of how shameless I've been. I wouldn't have said what I said to the others if I'd known how things would turn out. Regret floods my mind. Yeah, not racist so much as classist, suggests Crush. Or evilist is another one. Yeah, I guess. Well, no, because the one girl is pretty classist. I mean, she hates the rich, which shouldn't really count as being classist, because everybody should hate the rich. But, yeah, I guess evilist. alignmentist? Karmaist? I don't know. It's not good, whatever it is. We should just be nice to each other, man. Shouldn't be so hard. Everyone should just get along. I fit the earpiece into my ear and hear a faint beeping. The beeps are growing farther apart. That means Mariah is moving away from the Shinobi hospital. If I don't hurry, I'll lose sight of her. As I turn to leave the hospital, the others come in. As I survey their faces, I grow exceedingly angry. My anger drives them back a step. I'd always known Hibari would do something reckless if a situation ever like this arose. If they hadn't left Hibari on her own, Hebjo wouldn't have taken her. They blocked my way to the door. Ikaruga's voice is thick with concern, but to me, it only sounds like meddling. Katsuragi's never been very sharp, but she couldn't possibly have thought that was my actual plan. I snap at Asuka's words. Asuka has no retort. She simply hangs her head. Rude. I hear her calling me, but I leave the hospital room without looking back. Yomi's too extreme for my taste. Middle class, not good, but fine. If you've ever had a mortgage, you can fuck off, says Yomi. If I hadn't been hurt, Hibari wouldn't have felt so guilty. That's why I have to do this. I have to save Hibari from Hebijo. I bind a strip of fabric around the wound, pulling it tight. I can't lose any more blood. I grip my teeth and refocus. I'll save her. I swear it. She's irreplaceable. I can't be without her. If I ever lost her, I'm afraid to be alone. Nothing's ever terrified me more than solitude. Ever since that day. Cue the harp music. Ever since I lost my little sister. She was so adorable, and she disappeared right out from under my eyes. Suddenly, and without warning. Lost in my memories of her, I drop my guard. A sword comes slicing down at me. I dodge in the nick of time. A solitary lesser shinobi stands, blade at the ready. Bruce, it just hit me. You should do, if you haven't already, Doki Doki Literature Club. Don't worry about it, buddy. I don't know. It's a little creepy and a bit grim. It deals with some depressing stuff that I don't want to have to deal with. I do love the cutesy art style, though. I think the problem is everyone's already had it ruined for them. I think it's one of those things you've really got to experience, like watching Sixth Sense or something like that. Yeah, Blondie, you've still got to tell me more about the rumors about Metal Gear Solid, man. I'm like super anxious to hear. The shinobi whistles for her friends. 10 of them, 20, more keep on gathering. If I were at my best, I'd have options, fight or flee, but I'm not even at half my strength. I toss a bit of special pain-killing grass in my mouth. She lights up a doob. I light up a special doob, put it into my mouth. Bitterness runs across my tongue. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. I bring up my umbrella and drop into a defensive stance. Fleeing is not an option. I will fight to the death. Holy shit, David Hayter says it's in the works. Cool, how did I not know about this? Is it, when you say a remake, we talking game, I assume, not a film? Because that wouldn't be a remake, that would just be a film. I'm surprised that David Hayter would want to work for Konami after what he did to both him and to Koj. But I know, I guess he doesn't necessarily have any allegiance to Koj at all. Crush says, Doki Doki Literature Club, he knew it would be a bit dark, but it really fucking freaked him out. I am trying to get Smug Waifu to play it, to be fair, because she's not had it ruined for her yet, because she doesn't live in the same dark denizens of the internet that I do. I slash, slash, slash again. I stay on the move, never in one place long enough for my foes to draw a bead on me. So many enemies standing against me, yet one by one I whittle down their numbers. In my current condition, however, such tactics are risky. The more violent my movements, the wider my wound opens. I feel myself growing faint from the blood loss. Even so, I continue to wield my umbrella until the very last possible moment. When my vision blurs, I won't be beaten. Hibari, I have to rescue her. I can't give up. That's true. They've already done a Metal Gear HD, but I would like a full-scale remake. It would be cool. Especially if they got Hater doing the voice again. So I'm just going to have a quick drink. Excuse me, guys. That's better. Is that white stuff censored blood or cum from Yagyu's octopus? I thought it was supposed to be ink, man. I mean, it could be... I don't know. It could be any of those things. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a real piece of work, man. It was. It really was something special. That opening bit, the whole bit in the hospital, escaping from the hospital, is probably the most tense I've ever felt playing a video game. It had that distinct an effect on me. It really was incredible. On my way to the Hanzo Academy entrance ceremony, I looked out at the schoolyard and saw a girl playing with no umbrella. That was Hibari. She was stomping around in the puddle with rain boots on, laughing merrily. To my surprise, I found myself transfixed. She reminded me so much of my sister. No, it wasn't that she looked like her, but for a split second I truly believed my sister had come back. Oh, it's fine. She's not sexually attracted to her. She just thinks she's her dead sister. That's much more normal. My sister can never come back. She didn't survive the traffic accident. Hibari noticed my presence and ran over to me smiling. I didn't know what to say, so I just hemmed and hawed for a moment. She took my hand and started to run. Even now, I still remember the warmth of her touch. I hear the sound of a sword striking a kunai. Huh? I open my eyes, and there I see Asuka, Ikaruga, and Katsuragi. All of the lesser shinobi have been neatly dispatched. Asuka gives an innocent smile. Cheeky bitch. Ikaruga approaches and tends to my injuries. Katsuragi approaches and tends to my nipples. This is just some basic first aid, but it'll stop the bleeding. Katsuragi looks as carefree as ever. Fellas, is it weird to be romantically in love with a girl you see as the second coming of your little sister? I like that. Friendship powers! Yay! Friendship's magic, crush. You gotta deal with it. Asuka's words laid out plain to see. I'd effectively rejected our friendship, and yet here they are, telling me that. I can't hold a candle to her. I can't compete with someone that pure of spirit. But maybe that means she can save me from my own stubbornness. I tell her what I know, and she tells me she's going to rescue Hibari alone. One person can infiltrate the castle keep more easily than 3 or 4. And she departs for the keep. I speak softly to her, steadily shrinking back. Almost as though she could hear my voice, she quickly looks back at me and gives me a thumbs up. Aww. Crush, why are you hating on friendship? Friendship is like an ointment. When you've been stung by 50 bees, no matter where you rub it, you know you'll feel better. I don't remember the rest of the song. But basically, yeah, friendship is like an ointment. You know, when you've been stung by 50 bees. The Tartars are making Crush incomprehensible. Nah, he's immune to them by now. Crush lives and breathes anime titties. He's had anime titties tattooed on the inside of his eyelids, so when he sleeps, he sees anime titties. He's immune to their power. Rescue Hibari. Okay, I remember Asuka being much better at crowds, so this should be a lot quicker than farting around with Hibari, who's just got like no crowd control abilities at all. Ace! Ah, that was timed just beautifully. Ah, missed. Shit. No escape from Ninja Asuka. I love how almost all the running animations, if they run long enough, then you get to see panties. Blondie's advertising. You're gonna get kicked off Twitch with that attitude, mate. Oh, wow, I've missed the whole conversation. Hang on, let me scroll back up. So we've got... this is in relation to me saying that Crush has got eyelids like anime titties. He says, my eyes are anime titties, my butt cheeks are anime titties, my elbows are anime titties, my balls are anime titties, and my tits, those are not anime titties. They're just fat. Charming. Charming. Charming Crush. Let's do it, boys! I like these rooftop battles. They're nice and open. The camera doesn't fuck me about as much. Oh man, that was miles off. Oh, okay, well, it's still here. That's fine. Boom, ring-a-ding-ding. Those bird girls look really cool, to be honest. Alright. I mean, I don't hate them. I think the roller skating bit's kind of cool. Not sure about the big metal wings. Man, she just got beaten. Down, girl! My goodness. Ah, wrong button. Shit. Oh well, it's fine. Asuka has probably, like, the most basic transformation. She doesn't strike, like, a particularly cute pose, or... I guess the dual sword thing, but... I don't know. I think we've just been spoiled by seeing Hibari so much. I always get Minoru and Hibari confused. I guess because they're both just like big boob lolly trope. Oh, okay. I was expecting a boss fight at the end there, but I guess not. I like that we put the little the brown sailor Fuku on her. That's really cute. Ba-bang. Guys, I mean, I consider us all friends. We spend a lot of time together, and I do love you all dearly. I believe that forgiveness is a very important part of friendship. However, if any of you guys joined an evil ninja cult to kill me, I would probably take umbrage to that. Like, I'm willing to forgive a lot of stuff. But if any of you go to the trouble of joining a ninja cult to spite me, I mean, that's a deep wound, is all I'm saying. Got a couple of achievements from that. That was nice. Next mission. We got about 20 minutes left, guys. Plenty of time for a few more missions. I try to sound as cheerful as possible, but Hibari's still down in the dumps. She's clearly been acting funny ever since we got back from Hebijo. Even Ikaruga can't make her smile. She's not like her old self at all. Everyone can sense it, and it's really done a number on the mood in the ninja room. The ninja room. Welcome to the ninja room! Master Kiryu walks into the room, exhaustion on his face. He sighs at us. He doesn't answer. Mind your own fucking business, cat. Well, so much for curiosity. We all slip out of the room. Once we're outside, Asuka, Ikaruga, and Yagyu all walk off in separate directions. I get how they feel. I'd rather be alone right now, too. I walk off campus and wander around. I lose track of time as I roam around the town, so I've just seen in the chat Mitch is now getting concerned that the Twitch are going to come after him. I'm going to send one of those satellite cars around to park outside your house. Just as I mutter that, something flies at me out of nowhere. Damn it. I was daydreaming and someone got the drop on me. I'm dead meat. But in that same instant... Huh? A mass of fluff poofs right into my arms. Perfectly round body, cute little brown eyes. Any way you look at it, it can only be Choco. I hug him with all my might. I've got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling that Choco's in trouble. Choco wags his tail like there's no tomorrow. Tears gush. Oh no, oh no. Tears gush down my eyes and he laps them all up. Okay, I'm going to do this super sincere from here. I hug him, and time seems to freeze for a moment. He jumps back out of my arms and starts running somewhere. I hurry after him. He looks back, his tail fluttering back and forth. I think he wants me to keep on following him. No way, couldn't be, no chance. It hits me all at once. I know where he's trying to take me. Only one place it could be. He's taking me to Mom and Dad. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is not the kind of topic that could be handled well by a game like this, is it? I chase after him as fast as I can. Oh, hey! Karaba's here. Hey, Karaba. Thanks for joining us, man. We're just Senranning some Kaguras. Over the mountains, through valleys, across rivers. Running, running, running. Finally, he stops in a remote mountain forest. What I see there is a small village, hidden away from everything. Looks like such a nice place to chill. I follow Choco's line of sight. There's a field ahead with eggplants, tomatoes and cucumbers. And past that field, I see my parents. There they are, weeding the crops. My eyes overflow with tears. They trail down my cheeks. Choco runs around my feet. It's like he's telling me to hurry up and go to them. But I stop myself. I understand everything. I know why my parents left. Oh, okay, no. I thought this was going to be like they were dead and she was seeing their ghost or something. There was no need for all that faux sincerity after all. Boo. I know why my parents left me. It's because they failed a mission as shinobi. When shinobi fail a critical mission, they're expected to pay with their lives. But my parents didn't do that. So they were cowards, basically. After they failed their mission, they abandoned me at home and disappeared. Just fucked right off. Since then, they've been so-called renegade shinobi, secretly living here in this village. They left me to protect me from whatever punishment might still come their way. Man, the ninja clans sound like dicks. I gave him a big hug. It's enough for me just to know where my parents are, to know they're safe. How can I get to live with them again? I'll have to become the most elite good shinobi I can be. If I can rise high enough in the ranks, maybe I can gain enough influence and have them both pardoned. So I have to grow stronger. Strong enough to hold them again. Krabber's evolving. I pull away from Choco. Gives me a puzzled look, and then turns and runs back into the field. I have to get out of here fast, before my parents notice me. Good shinobi, my ass. Yeah, I think we've all just agreed that we would all much rather be in Hebijo. I know I would. When I get back to the ninja room, everyone's standing at the door looking confused. I strain to hear them, and I can just make out Master Kiria talking to Hibari. I don't hear Hibari say anything back. I get the impression the whole conversation has gone like this. I open the door to the ninja room and walk in, rude. Yagi walks into the ninja room behind me. Ikaruga and Asuka both walk in after her. Master Kiria finally gives in to our combined forces. The plot thickens. Ninja room TM. I kind of love this background. I might just like make this my desktop background. Just a really ugly, flat-looking ninja room. Master Kiria stands at the podium and looks at us. As if on cue, we all go pale. Jesus. Unless you go out and do some shinobi shit and steal that scroll back, you can't be shinobi. That makes sense. Master Kiria nods. Asuka slumps, and I give her a big slap on the back. I say it, and I mean every word. I can't afford to give up on being a shinobi. It's the only chance I have of ever being with my parents again. Asuka's face lights up. Everyone's motivation is maxed out now. Except for Hibari's, she's still miserable as fuck. Despite our encouragement, she doesn't react at all. She snaps with a whisper. A twinge of sadness flickers over her face. I can tell she's been wanting to say all that for a while, especially when she starts tearing up. The ninja room goes quiet. The ninja room TM goes quiet. I can't think of anything to say. Never thought of the Hebijo students as other than a bunch of cunts before. But now she mentions it, it makes sense. Maybe good and evil really... She turned around on that very quickly. She's like, I've grown up. I'm 17 years old. I've grown up my entire life absolutely hating these guys. They're evil. They're bad and wicked and cruel. And then her friend goes, they're all right. And she's like, maybe good and evil aren't real things. Maybe it's all just a matter of perspective. I never thought of it like that before. Even my parents are no different. Renegade Shinobi are evil, but I don't think my parents are that way. In fact, they did what they felt was right to protect me. Maybe I'm a big dumb idiot. The Hebijo are the same way. I'm sure they're just doing what they think is right. Which, as we in the chat all agree, is actually the right way of going about things. It wasn't Ikaruga or Yagi who broke the silence, but Asuka. Asuka just stares at Hibari. I get it. Asuka has an idea. I know she does. She must want to tell Hibari something through training. Training as catharsis. Just like get her some paints and a canvas and she can just work out all of her issues. Get around the table, play D&D. That's what a lot of people do. Somewhere along the line, Asuka discovered a knack for leadership. I decided to let her handle this. Alright, Crush, alright. Alright. I wish the lip flaps were a bit closer to the actual line read. They are kind of flapping all over the place. Though I suppose, if I was going to mention one thing flapping all over the place in this game, it wouldn't be the mouths. Oh my god, look at Master Kiria. So stoic. So cool. I just picture Wolfie's got a Master Kiria fucking body pillow. It's Wolfie cuddling there with the Dakimakura of Master Kiria. I'll show you a dance cloaked in shadow. You what? Wolfie's just appeared. You fucking what? I have standards. Oh yeah? Who would you have a Dakimakura of, Wolfie? Because I can make that happen for you, buddy. I've bought a lot for my friends. I bought Naz one. Talkplay owns a Dakimakura, and I've got quite a few of my own. You let me know who you want on a Daki, man. I can make it happen. Crush is like, all the girls are looking super bouncy and cute, and then you just got Kiria's face. Boom! Ooh, I'm getting hand cramp from mashing the hit button so much. Oh, man. Really should have let me have that one. I kind of left myself wide open there, didn't I? My own fault. Wolfie's got off the hunt for husbando. I've got a few Dakimakuras that Smug Waifu actually quite likes and doesn't mind. And then I do own at least one I know that she absolutely hates. And actually, I bet no one here would be able to guess who it was, because it's like the least hateable character in the world. I don't know, is the honest answer. The particular one that she hates is Senko-chan. The Helpful Fox Spirit Senko-chan. Which to me is like the least offensive one I can think of. Like, I've got some Senran Kagura Dakis. The one of Riona in particular is very lewd. And she doesn't, that one doesn't bother her at all. And the Senko-chan one doesn't even have like any like overt nudity in it. So I don't know why she hates that one in particular. I just think she doesn't like the character Senko-chan. Smug Waifu's obviously just not cultured. Crush can't believe his ears. Whoa, hell of a combo. I know, that's what I said, Crush. That's why I got a Dakimakura for her. In fact, the mouse mat on my computer, I got one of those giant mouse mats. It's like big enough to sit the whole computer screen and keyboard and everything on. And that is just a collage of Senko faces. Ah, but Crush, equally, she does really like Kafuyu. It's her favourite Senran, so I don't know if that balances her out. Ah, I always forget that I can't block through those purple ones. I'm stunned, baby. Oof. My clothes! Oh, no, 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 no. That's too much. Come on, behave yourself. Oh, right at the bum. Boom. Nailed it to the wall. Didn't get a full strip though, but still pretty good. Well, I like Senran games, they sure get lazy. What do you mean? In what context? I mean, you're not wrong in a lot of ways, but which particular way do you mean? Right, time to finish up a little story segment, and then I'll head on off. Yeah, sorry I was late starting today, guys. Smug Wifey's been really busy. She's been hard at work, and she needed a bit of time just to get some work and stuff done, so I just did a bit of cooking and tidying up and making sure she's cozy and comfy so she could start her work. I kind of love this. Has got kind of like that old, if you're English you'll know the term page 3. It was a tradition in newspapers that the third page of every, this is going to sound like absolute bullshit to anyone who's English, I swear this is true. It was basically a tradition that on the third page of newspapers you'd have a topless woman. Even, I'm just talking like in just newspapers that you get delivered to your door, that are in the shops everywhere, just newspapers. The third page would traditionally have a lady with her boobs out. And then just to prove that it wasn't smutty, it would try and have like this faux philosophical deep blurb at the bottom. It'd be like, Candy from West Sussex, 19, really thinks it's very important that everyone should save water, or something to that effect. And it was like, if you just want to put tits, you don't have to have like all this faux philosophical stuff going on. You could just have boobs, man. Not that I blame it for trying. It's nice to have something taken with a bit of love and care and attention when it is just silly and lewd. Excellent. My stream died as you were going to explain page 3. I tell you what, Crush, you're going to have to find it later and you can clip it for me. You may never know. It's worth knowing, man. It's an interesting piece of English heritage, and it involves tits. Right, that was excellent. Thank you so much, my friends. You've kept me cheered up and happy and kept my week going, as you always do. Keep being wonderful out there, everyone. Crush, I hope things turn around for you a bit, and I just hope everyone has a fantastic week. I love you guys to pieces, and I'll catch you soon. Peace.